Welcome to Solid Signal TV. We're going to be taking an exclusive look at Dish Network's Hopper and Joey system. This is a whole new DVR system from Dish Network, and it really takes them into the future. The Hopper does all the work. It's the only part of the system that has a hard drive in it, and yet the Joeys can act just like their DVRs. The Hopper is sitting there recording, and the Joey gets all of its information right over the network. There are advantages and disadvantages to this system. Unlike other systems, you get true DVR functionality in any room. You can pause live TV, pull up items from the playlist, download on demand. It's just like having the big DVR in every single room. With Primetime Anytime, you can record up to 6 things at once, as long as 4 of them are on the major networks during prime time. You can pause in one room, you can resume in another, and it's a lot easier than it is with other systems. There's a nice remote finder, makes the remote beep if you lose it. And there's true volume SRS leveling, which means that you're going to spend a lot less time turning the volume up, turning the volume down, and a lot more time enjoying your programming. It's not all wine and roses, though. There are a few disadvantages. The Hopper system is completely incompatible with older equipment. If you've got a 722 or 922 system, it's coming out. You can only have 2 independent recordings at one time, which means you want to record a third thing, it better be on prime time. You can max out 3 live streams at once. Doesn't matter how many televisions, only 3 of them can be watching live TV. There's no over-the-air antenna input either, so if you're a cable cutter, this one's not for you. There is, however, an external antenna for the remote, which means putting this in an equipment rack could be a little bit of a challenge. We'll see the remote in just a minute. Let's take a look at the unboxing for the Hopper. The Hopper itself is really the only part that's connected to the satellite, and it's the only part with a hard drive. Really, it's the only DVR, even though the system acts as if every single room has a DVR. This is new for Dish Network, but it's the way the entire industry is going. Rather than putting expensive DVRs in every room, they put one super DVR in one room, and what they call thin clients in the rest of the rooms. The Hopper may not look terribly interesting on the outside, but it's got a 2 terabyte hard drive on the inside, which is really what matters. That hard drive must run hot because there's plenty of holes for venting on the sides and on the bottom. Otherwise, it's a fairly clean design. All the controls are hidden behind this front panel. Most of the time you won't open that door, but if you do, you've got controls for power, menu, all the directional controls, and that locate remote button that we talked about before. Looking closely at the back quickly, we've got component, composite, digital audio, HDMI, USB, Ethernet, SATA, and remote antenna and phone port. Looking at the remote antenna, it's one of those rubber ducky types with a little hinge on it so it doesn't hit the wall on the back. The remote control is not the strongest part of this system, but it's okay, and I'm told that the color buttons are actually going to do something unlike older Dish DVRs. Rounding out what's in the box for the Hopper, you've got an instruction manual, HDMI cables, and a couple of batteries. Pretty much everything that you'd expect. The Hopper is only half the story though. Let's take a look at the Joey box, which is the client that acts as if it's a DVR, even though it's not. The Joey is small. Even the box is smaller than most DVRs. That's because it doesn't have anything in it but electronics. Remember, there's no hard drive even though it acts like a DVR. There's a stand that allows you to turn the Joey on its side, which is actually pretty good because it's going to put those vents on the side of the Joey instead of the top. This keeps dust out. There isn't a whole lot to the Joey. It's got hard buttons on the front, unlike the Hopper, but it's so small you'll hardly notice them. There are those vents on the top. It's a good idea to put Joey on the stand, because otherwise other contaminants could get in all those vents from the top and ruin all the sensitive electronics. Looking at the back, you've got the network in, composite, optical, HDMI, Ethernet, and USB ports. It may look like Joey connects to the satellite, but actually it just connects to the Hopper through the network. Like other small receivers, the Joey uses a power brick instead of having the power adapter inside. This helps the Joey run a little cooler, and of course contributes to its small size. The last piece of the puzzle is the node. The node is a little switch that goes between the satellite and the Hopper Joey system, It's color-coded so that all the lines go to the right place. It ensures that Joey only gets information from the hopper, and the hopper only gets information from the satellite. Well, that's our unboxing. Thanks, and I hope you enjoyed.